Sounds right.
Snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Okay, and we're rolling. I'm here with Blake. Blake's an old buddy of mine. We used to work in a bar together. I'm not going to name the bar, but anyway, man. Yeah, no, I had some interesting times with Blake specifically. Oh, hey, before I do that, Blake, how do you pronounce your last name, man? Like I always.
It's Slovakian, so a lot of people get it wrong. It's pronounced Badzgon.
Badzgon.
Yeah,
okay, fuck, dude. I was like, I've been botching like every time I'm like trying to pronounce your last name in my head. I'm like Blackzagon or like, yeah. But anyway, okay. So Blake Badzgon. Badzgon, yeah. So back when Blake and I worked at that bar together, he was back of house, I was front of house. Now, the bar we worked at, there were some good times and there were some fucking bad times, dude. Like straight up, you know. And but the one thing like Blake and I always fucking did, just because we got like set up with the same shifts, was we would get hammered together after work.
Always,
yeah. You know, like whether it was a good day or bad day, we just always did it. And like we drank the same drinks too. It was always the red ale and tequila.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know,
man,
and then
happy hour right when we got off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then by the time, I'm not gonna lie, like Blake had a lot going on, and you know, and people don't know, he's also a writer. He's a poet. He's basically a white rapper, and as far as I'm concerned, man. Yeah, and I'm gonna put Blake's social media stuff up on Instagram because he writes a lot of poetry. Like, dude, you have a lot, man. Do you write like weekly or daily, or like you have a lot of posts?
Honestly, it's just kind of whenever inspiration hits me. You know,
Okay.
like it's not like I have a schedule where I'm writing every day or like weekly. It's whenever it hits me. You know, sometimes I'll write 5 different things in a day. Sometimes it'll be like a month drought.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you definitely have some artistic talent, man. Yeah, like are you? This is just all for you, yeah? Like what you write, or do you plan on like publishing it one day? Or well, I guess it is published on social media, right?
Yeah, it's on Instagram, but honestly, no, it's more for me. Like it's a way to like vent those emotions that, you know, a lot of people kind of keep held in.
Yeah,
and it's a way for me to just kind of get it out and like let it go.
Right. Yeah, Blake, like how old are you again, man? I keep forgetting like just how old you are. Like
28.
Okay, you're 28. Okay, so fuck, you know, like I'm old as fuck. So it's like back when we worked together, it was like he was in his early 20s. So you people can do the math and you know how old this old ass Asian is. Yeah. But anyway, I gotta admit, Blake was we were going through some shit when I knew you. So you know, but everyone goes through shit and at the time it's like you know. Oh, by the way, like you know, I'm going to talk about anything and everything. So you just let me know if you don't want to talk about certain things,
dude,
you know. But I take it we can talk about anything.
Anything and everything.
Okay,
Let's
sweet.
Go.
Yeah, no, Blake's gone through it all, man. You know, he went through some serious like down times. Like you have a tattoo on your hand of your homie that passed away, right? Like,
yeah,
Josh, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So he dealt with a pretty tragic situation. Like his best friend died, and I remember, you know, he like you can tell you were still dealing with that even when I was like working with you. That was obviously a lot of the cause, if you will, of the excessive partying.
That definitely played a part.
You know what I mean? But hey, how are you doing these days, man? I literally haven't talked to you for it's gotta be 4 years, 5 years now, or something like that, right?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just tell me what you've been up to, man. Like, how you been? Like, how you doing? You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been. Yeah, I stopped work. We stopped working together. I left there in 2018.
Yeah.
So after that, I had moved down to Lethbridge and kind of worked down there in a restaurant for a little while.
You were also in weed school, right?
Yeah. So after the restaurant in Lethbridge kind of fizzled out and that all played out, I went back to school in Lethbridge, went and took agriculture.
Yeah.
Studied plants and soil. And then while I was doing that, I also took the Cannabis program at Olds College.
Sick.
And then, yeah.
Is that what you do for work now?
No, I did it for a couple of years. I worked at a little grow op just outside of town.
Tight.
Did that for a couple of years. Started as a trimmer, worked my way up, ended up being like the cloning and transplant manager there.
Sweet. That sounds so fucking cool.
Oh man, it was awesome. Like I'd literally go in every morning and just hang out with baby plants. It was so cool.
Yeah. Blake's a huge weed guy. He smokes all the time. Are you high right now?
No, I may have taken a little hoop before I came in.
Yeah. You'll be proud of me, man. I smoke cannabis every night now. So
oh yeah, good for
that's
you,
that's
man.
just my routine now as I go to bed, and I'm just like I can't do without it now. You know?
Yeah, man, it helps. It helps with a lot of different things.
It's
right?
great. We me and my fiance, we just joke and kid and fucking goof around for a few hours before we go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm just like why wouldn't anyone have this routine to go to bed to?
Yeah, man, it's great. Like,
You know what I mean?
honestly, it helps you just mellow out, relax, melt into your bed. It's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Helps you eat too. You know, I'm big into training, so it's like fucking. I'm like, man, I gotta get these calories in. And
Yeah.
And then I'm like, can't smoke this and then get these McNuggets in me. You know, like protein there in some form of capacity, guys. McDonald's is not bad. If you work out all the time. Okay, sorry. So backtracking now, like forward tracking, present tracking. My bad. I've been drinking.
That's all good, man. That's all good.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're pumping Wild Rose today. Okay, Wild Rose Raspberry Ale. Oh, everyone's had this. Fucking, this is a go-to.
It's a classic.
I have a leftover seltzer from the last podcast. Thank you, Fraser. By the way, great podcast, Fraser. Fucking love you, man. And these are all great drinks. Definitely partake, people. They won't leave you with a bad time. I think maybe a bad hangover.
At least whatever I remember from our times, it was always good.
Yeah. Sometimes with the way we were drinking back in the day, I'm like surprised you remember me. Period.
Oh man, yeah. We took it a little bit excessive some days, but you know, it was all in good fun.
Oh fuck, man. Well, I just remember like there's so many shifts where like you're basically left to the wolves, just cooking for the entire restaurant. And
oh yeah, man. I can remember a few shifts where we didn't have like cooks show up, and I was just sitting there by myself.
You got you got called back onto the line after already working your ass off. You know, fuck, man. No, but you were a trooper there, and like I always felt safe when I saw you behind the line. I'm like, someone who knows what they're doing.
Man, I appreciate that.
Yeah. No diss on the other people that worked there, but a lot of you sucked. I'm not gonna lie, straight up. I'm not gonna name who, so you know. But anyway, Blake, where are you working now? Sorry.
So now I went back to school in January actually, and did a pre-employment program for HVAC and refrigeration.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Perfect.
So I got in with a company that does that kind of stuff, and starting out as their shop hand delivery guy, and
okay, sweet.
Absolutely loving it.
Okay, perfect. Well, fuck, maybe we can use your hand here. I mean, we got a whole bunch of HVAC shit going on. Yeah. Okay, man, but dude, like, I'm not gonna lie, Blake, like, back when I knew you, you're a lot thinner, man. So you know, I always knew you're athletic. You're like, you played hockey up to a pretty high level too, right? From what I understand.
I played hockey until I was 18. I didn't play super high level. Higher level lacrosse.
Okay. Yeah. Lacrosse is your main thing, right?
Yeah. I actually got back into that.
Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah. Okay. Sick, dude. Did you play like? So you played hockey and lacrosse like growing up?
Growing up, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
sweet.
Since I was like 5-6 years old.
Oh shit! Man, I didn't know that. Like, I take it you're good. You can be humble.
I'm all right. Yeah.
Well, I just know you're good at hockey just from some of the people you played with, just in pickup. Because I remember you guys would, like you and some like our old GM and some other bartenders, I guess, got together and played hockey, and then I would just hear like, oh yeah, Blake knows what he's doing, you know. But but I always said like a lot of talented people are, they're full of demons. Because I'm sitting there like, if you could just harness that, and you'd be interviewing me, I guess, or some kind of endeavor like that. Fuck, dude. Anyway, man, I want to touch a little bit on your writing, man. Like dial me in on that. Like some of it is intense. Straight up,
some of it goes to some deep places, some darker places.
Like, are they okay? I'm not to cause drama, but
no, dude.
Are they targeted at ex-girlfriends and all the time? Like, what the fuck's going on with that? Like, because I'm like, who's he talking about? Like, I just want to know, because I don't know these people that well. Like, I've seen you with them, and Blake's quite the ladies' man, so I always somehow had some other girl like hanging out with him, but I'm like, which one was this one?
yeah. There's some of those that are targeted at some people, and I mean, a lot of them were written in a state of mind where I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm done with this person. I'm just going to let this out.
Yeah.
And I look back on a lot of it now, and I'm like, okay, maybe I went a little harsh.
Fuck. Well, I don't know, like, to the audience, like, reading that stuff, it's like, I don't know it's true. It's not like you went into detail of what happened, but you went into detail of, like, you were wrong, bitch. So I'm like, ooh. It's like a soap opera without actually knowing the plot.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Well, fuck. Like, what's going on with that now? Are you still just meeting a whole bunch of like ladies? You are taken now, or what's going on there?
Still single.
Rolling
still
single
ready
now?
to mingle.
Okay. No.
Yeah, no. Playing that Tinder game, you know.
Sick, dude. What about the Bumble game? Maybe that's a better one to play. Right?
Yeah. I'm on that one too.
Ladies, like, yeah, we're downtown Calgary, just fucking
swiping away.
Swiping away, fuck, man. Yeah. Well, right now, so what's the game plan here? HVAC career? Like, that's the next like game plan here?
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be starting up my apprenticeship in the next couple months here, and work through the 4 years of that apprenticeship, start making some better money, and then try and do it somewhere else in the world.
Oh, really? You want to move somewhere? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to move somewhere else. Out to BC or down in the States for a while, just kind of bounce around.
Didn't you live in Kelowna for a while?
Not Kelowna. I lived out on the coast in a tiny town called Roberts Creek.
I've never heard of Roberts
Creek. No, not a lot of people have. So it's like just north of Vancouver on what's called the Sunshine Coast.
Okay.
And so it's a peninsula, so it's attached to the mainland, but there's no roads that go out there. So you have to take a ferry out to get to this.
Jeez, was this after we worked together?
No, this was before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you think I would have asked you that when we worked, but I guess we were too busy just getting hammered and bitching about shit.
Having a time,
Yeah, fuck, man. But I do want to touch base on a little bit of, Brady, like, did you straight up getting into some serious topics here, people? And Blake, again, like, if I'm overstepping my boundaries, you just give me the signal. Shut up. Yeah, bro, like, you had some addiction issues, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Was it the old snowflake powder there?
Yeah, that one hit me hard for a little while.
Yeah. So I just, man, like my last guest, I don't know if you tuned into the last podcast, but that was the theme of the podcast. I did a disclaimer and everything. We're not glamorizing fucking drug use or whatever, but man, like, people just. A lot of people struggle with that shit, and like, to be honest, I kind of did too for a little bit, but snapped out of it. But it's like what was going on in that time? Was it just like was just a lot of built up like grief and shit from your boy, like going away, and then like, but how, you're doing well, obviously now. That's what I was trying to say is you look healthy.
Yeah,
fucking look healthy. I kind of recognize you. Like, you came, I recognize your face, but I was just like, shit, man, like, either training or he's back to his normal weight.
Yeah. I mean, like, over the past few years, I've worked out here and there and like done like some 6-month stints of just like going hard, working out as hard as I can, and you fall out of the routine and it's hard to get back in it. But I mean, been doing a lot better health wise. That's for sure.
Well, that's good. Well, just because this can help people too, right? Like what got your mind out of it? I mean, I read your poetry. You said you were sick of living like that, and then you also said in a lot of your poetry, it's like you had to leave a lot of people behind because they didn't like respect you trying to get better, which I kind of was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man, like, I've had some friends, like, actually not very long ago, when me and my best friends, like, for the past almost 10 years, we had a little falling out, and he just called me out on some stuff, and I was like, I don't know where you're hearing this from. It's not true. You're using more drugs than I am. Why are you attacking me for this?
Jesus.
And then, it got out of hand, and so I had to cut some people out of my life, and it was only for the better.
Yeah. Like, do you feel like you can get them back in your life if they cleaned up their act, or is that thing turfed now?
If they found some like healthy coping mechanisms and like some healthy ways to heal from their past traumas and their demons and stuff, because like that's a lot of what helped get me out of it, was just finding those healthier ways to cope rather than.
Okay, so what are they? Like what you said, working out, and then like
working out. I got back into sports, so I started playing lacrosse last year again, and been doing that again this year. Meditation was a huge one for me.
Meditation, hey? Explain. I know what it is, but I don't do it. So
so
I've done it, but I don't know if it worked. Anyway.
It's a tough one to get into, right? Like, just like working out, you have to have your routine. And I started a few years ago and just started like sitting there. You clear your mind, focus on your breath, and just let everything wash away. And then as those feelings and emotions come up throughout your meditation, and certain things come up, you kind of sit back afterwards and process it and be like, ask yourself the questions. Why did this make me upset? Why did this make me feel like this? And I don't know, that was just a big thing for me. And like,
so were you, to touch on this, man, like, again, I keep bringing this guy up, but like, I'm going to for many times, but There's a Navy SEAL named Jocko Willink. Have you heard of him?
I have not. No.
Oh man, dude, he's like, anyway, Jocko Willink. Like, this guy is just the man. But he wrote a book called Extreme Ownership. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He talks about taking extreme ownership, which means like recognizing everything is your responsibility to sort out. But one trick, and it seems simple enough, and people have had different definitions of this thing, but he just calls it like detachment. You know what I mean? So is meditation just detaching essentially from your ego, right? Because like whenever you're going through the struggle, it's like, it's almost like a video game. You're in the first person mode. Yeah. In it. So it's like going to the bird's eye view mode, right? And then like analyzing, like it's like playing Call of Duty, I guess, in a
exactly, man,
up
like
version mode or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You like when you're in that meditation, when you get deep in enough to it, like you can take that step back and like see your actions and how they affected you and the people around you and be like, okay, like question yourself. Why was I doing this? Why did I react to this in this way? Like,
yeah. Okay, we'll touch on that. Like, why did you react? Like, use a broad example. You don't have to go into details. Like,
I don't know. There was an issue with an ex-girlfriend that I guess I reacted to poorly, very poorly. I wasn't ready to.
Did you leave the toilet seat up consistently? No, I'm kidding.
Every night.
joking, people.
No, like I wasn't ready for a commitment, but I acted like I was and just kept like hanging out and seeing her and dating her, but not really committing myself fully. And so I had to kind of sit back and ask myself, well, why am I not doing this? Like, why am I not committing to her? I like her and I enjoy spending time with her, but
would you say you loved her?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
It wasn't a very long relationship.
Okay. Okay. But what prevented you from, I guess, committing, as you were saying?
So it was just some past trauma with a different relationship, you know, like I've been hurt and, you know, it was a fear. It was a fear of going back into that place and being vulnerable and then not being left out into the dust, you know?
Yeah, it is a bit of a gamble, right? You know what I mean? Because it's like you think it's going to work, but I guess, I don't know. But the reality is you can't tell how those things play out. But as a human being, what are you going to do? Not go for that shit? That's just like food. We need it. Yeah. You know, so you kind of have to go and try over and over, I guess, until it fucking like lands, I guess. Or at least you fix yourself to a point where you can like go for that shit. Without, you know, in a better situation, you know, like
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so it's chicks. That chicks is a source of your trauma.
They're part of it.
Yeah. But dude, man, like just diving more into your life. Like I know your mom's a principal, right?
She used to be. She's actually works at the head office now.
Oh, in the education board.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So you had good like if I like. Guidance, if you will.
100%. Like my mom, if I ever needed anything, she was always there for me. Like there was a lot of things I didn't need to do if I just went to my mom for advice or like hey Ma, I need some help with this. Can you help me find a healthy coping mechanism? Nah, I went to drugs.
Fuck, man. Well, I don't know, but I mean, I take it you're doing well now, right? Like, would you say overall, like, I mean, no one's ever in a perfect spot, but would you say you're in like the best spot in your life currently right now? Like,
I'd say I'm at one of the best spots in my life. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear, dude. Because you know, like just me knowing you, like I don't just drink with anyone, right? Like there's a reason why I drank with you. It's like because like energy wise, I was like, no, he's a good kid, man. You know what I mean? Like, and plus you're smart. Like we can actually talk about stuff, you know. Like it was, like I don't know. I was always like wondering, like, hey, whatever happened to Blake, you know? And then. And one day it just popped back up on my social media feed and I'm reading all your writings and I'm like, okay, he's still smart. This is deep, you know. I wonder what he's doing though. Yeah. You know, oh man. Okay, well, I don't know. I take it mom's probably proud of you right now then, right?
Yeah. She is very proud of me. Like like when I went back to school in January, she helped me out through the 3 months I was there. I wasn't working because like first 3 weeks in, I was like trying to find a part-time job, just bartending somewhere. Yeah. And we got to like the third week and I was like, Ma, like I can't get a job. Like this is intense. I need to be here. I need to focus on this. Yeah. And then I ended up finishing that program as like one of the top students in my class, like got the highest mark on a bunch of finals, won some prizes out of it. Like
Prizes.
yeah, man. Like, so we had our practical exam, and one of the kids in my class brought in this 15-year Glenmorangie bottle of scotch.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, yeah, the person who gets the highest mark on this exam can have this bottle of scotch.
Okay.
And then there was like some hand tools that we would need out in the field that I won as well. But yeah, basically we did our practical exam. Me and one other guy tied. And then the very next day we came into class. We had to do like this sudden death thing.
Okay, what do you mean by practical exam? Like, just get more specific here. Like, I never. This is in weed school, right?
This was in HVAC.
Oh, HVAC school. Sorry,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
sorry, I'm
like,
picturing my head weed school stuff as you're talking. I'm like,
oh, we can get onto that too. Like,
yeah, I want to, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know weed's made. How's the sausage made? You know, fucking yeah.
But I'll finish this one first. So yeah, so the practical exam, what we did is basically we put into practice the things that we learned. So like recovering refrigerant out of a system and a lot of electrical work, like wiring up a furnace, different stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so me and one kid tied on that. So the next day, which happened to be my birthday, we had to do this sudden death little overtime thing where our teacher went and made a couple things wrong with a furnace and we had to diagnose it and fix it.
The same problem for both of you?
Same problem for both of us. One of us was in the class at the time. And the rest of the class was sitting there being like people in a home, like asking you questions about what you're doing, why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And so I ended up winning by like under a minute, I think. I beat him by under a minute. So yeah, I won this bottle of scotch and like some hand tools, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got to ask you, like alcohol truly wasn't like the real addiction problem. It was the thing that it supplemented over to, right?
Yeah. So alcohol was the trigger that pushed me into the other drugs.
Okay, so should we even having drinks right now?
Oh yeah, man. I've healed from a lot of my demons.
Okay, thank God. Well, I was talking to Cass because Cass knows you as well, and then Cass was like, I was talking, hey man, it sounds like he's sober, you know, from the writings. And then like, whoops, he just said he's bringing beers. And then I'm like, I don't know if I caused him to relapse just now. I better ask because otherwise I'm gonna feel pretty bad, you know. But
no, I've learned how to handle my vices and be a little bit more in control.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of like the wild you as well, though. You know,
it comes out every now and then.
Yeah, but it's selfish because like you were awesome because when you're being wild you, but it was awesome for everyone around, but not you. You know what I mean? Like because you're just kind of like entertaining and whatnot, or you say funny shit and off the cuff shit, stuff that we're not repeating here. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh shit, he went there. You know what I mean? Like fuck. Oh man. Okay, man, that's fucking awesome, dude. Like that you like you harness your HVAC skills. But okay, but go back to Weed Factory world. You know.
Okay, so. The schooling I did wasn't like specifically for weed other than like the cannabis program. But a lot of that was just, I wasn't too impressed with that program, to be honest. Like
really
after taking agriculture, it was a lot of the same stuff. Like they just kind of went through the sciencey stuff.
Uh-huh.
It was actually when I got into the Weed Factory, the grow up and actually started like working hands-on with the plant.
Yeah.
And like my boss, he was phenomenal, like amazing grower. Mm-hmm. So super good. Learned a lot from him, and yeah, man. Like my job was, I miss it so much. If it paid better, I would have stayed. Like,
why is it not paying better? I thought like you see weed places everywhere, or is it too many people dove in the industry at once, and then that's
a part of it. Like a lot of people dove into the industry, and then a lot of it comes down to the consumers too. Like a lot of the consumers out there. On the rec market, the legal market, they go into a store. I worked at a dispensary for a year as well. So
sweet.
I dealt with a lot of the consumers and a lot of them come in and they're like, what's the highest THC for the cheapest price? And
makes sense. I mean,
I mean like as a grower and like,
sounds like a dumb question for a grower.
Like, it's just like, no, man, that's not the best weed. Like it's really not.
Okay.
Cause like there's a lot of different factors. There's these things called terpenes in the weed. Go on. So I'm going to go all sciencey with this.
I'm down, man. Fucking, that's part of why I started this. I wanted to learn and grow.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Terpene, go on.
So terpenes are found in plants all over. And
what is it, though?
So it's what gives a plant its, like, smell, basically. It's like what gives... So my favorite one to use as an example is called linalool.
Linalool? Okay.
And so that is the main terpene found in lavender.
Okay.
And so that is what gives lavender its calming, relaxing effects.
Okay. So what was the word again?
Linalool or terpene.
Linalool.
Linalool,
okay.
that's the terpene.
Okay, so is that like what they draw out to make candles and shit then? If they're trying to make something smell like a fucking...
They would just be drawing out like the oil
Okay.
of the lavender oil. But
Okay.
that's what gives it that kind of smell. And
Okay.
those calming,
Forgive me if I
relaxing
sound
effects.
stupid when
No,
I'm
man,
asking
it's all
questions,
good.
you know,
Like,
but
I love talking about this stuff, like especially
on.
with people who don't really know. Like they have an idea of
I'm
cannabis,
relying
but
on your
they don't-
expertise, man.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm about to give a lecture later and fucking come off like I know what I'm talking about. So fucking, you make me look dumb. I'm going to be like, God damn it, Blake. God damn it.
So linalool is the terpene in lavender, which gives its calming, relaxing effects. It's also very commonly found in cannabis. And so if you have cannabis with a higher linalool content, you're going to have more of a relaxed, calming high, or that indica high.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So another one on the other side that gives you that kind of energetic high, it's called limonene.
Is that the sativa stuff then?
It would be more of a sativa high. I don't like using sativa indica because...
For dum-dum like me, I've always, like, I've learned through my usage of the cannabis, like, I don't like sativa, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't do what I want it to do, and like, but I do love indica, like, you know, like that's because I want to relax at night.
I'm the same way, so I prefer those strains that give you more of like a body relaxed.
I'm trying to chill
because
like,
my brain's already going too fast as it is. I don't need something to bring me up.
Yeah,
right? Like, that's just gonna cause me anxiety.
Yeah, that's it. Like I just get nervous and scared.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, fuck.
So I need that stuff that, like, brings me down, calms me, melts me into the couch.
Educate me on, like, what does Snoop Dogg smoke then? Because he's doing shit all day. So I'm like, is he just a sativa guy then?
I don't know. I can't talk on Snoop. I can't talk on what he's smoking.
Like that. Okay. My bad, Snoop. I know you never see this, but
I don't know.
I just assume he smokes it all and fuck it.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's got to be using something. Like during the day, at least, I would think something that's more elevating, that has a higher limonene content.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, it's probably something with a higher linalool content.
Fuck, man. Dude, sounds like you should just get back into weed here.
It's fun. I still grow at home.
Okay, carry on. Was there more to add to that, or did you?
That's the small explanation of terpenes.
Okay. Okay, so let's dive a little bit into right now when. You know, it was really funny to me because it was a short time ago. Weed was this fucking heavy class A drug, and then but as a society, you know, like Justin Trudeau, you know, some people have their opinions on him, right? And I'm not getting politics in this episode. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't do politics.
Yeah, no one wants to anymore, man. It's getting too like every time it ruins the mood. But what I do want to say is one good thing Trudeau did was legalize weed, because it was something where I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, everyone's doing it. Fucking let's not pretend like this is some fucking. Yes, it was like prohibition, you know, when they it's just like alcohol has its role. I mean, a lot of people demonize it now, and it's like. I get it, because some people can't handle it. It takes them to it, like makes them do the dumbest shit. And I think almost every crime is associated with it. But a lot of good times are associated with it, right? It's like fuck. So it's like if you can be an adult and control it, then it's a fucking great tool, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's about knowing how you react to it.
Yeah,
right? Knowing your limits.
Knowing your limits, just knowing your mental health, and because at the end of the day, this thing feels good. It's real good. Like I feel great right now. You know what I mean? Like, but right now it's like. Oh, fuck, hold on. Kind of losing my train of thought now due to this thing again. Okay, but hang on. I was going somewhere with this. Okay, Trudeau legalized weed. I was super happy. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so right now it's like, why is there still an illegal market then? Like, I don't understand. Like what's going on with that then? Like, is the weed growing process still so different from the illegal people versus the dispensaries? Like, you would think the dispensaries have unlimited reign to do it right. They have a lab that's legalized, so you can make it right,
it's
right?
The restrictions that are put on it and the costs that go into it.
Explain.
Like, there's a lot of overhead costs into doing it legally. There's a lot of taxation. There's a lot of, you know,
don't
like
make as much
AGLC
money.
wants their cut. The federal government wants their cut. Everybody needs their cut, right? So the guys that are doing it illegally can bypass that, sell it for cheaper, and have better quality stuff.
Oh, okay. You totally just fucking advertise the shit out of Don't go to.
I'm sorry.
Dispensary.
I'm not
Everyone,
gonna lie.
whip out your old phone and call your old dealer right now.
A lot of the people that I worked at the grow up with, they had never stepped foot into a dispensary.
Okay, yeah.
Like
because they're probably used to like doing it black market style. Like
a lot of us were good friends with like some of the better illegal growers. around town. So
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we had those connections that we could just get better stuff for cheaper price.
Okay. But as a law-abiding citizen myself here, as I compare
as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why I have to be all tongue-in-cheek about that, Blake. We're totally law-abiding citizens. But to further on that note, I do admit the legal weed, I have to admit, like I was talking to my girl about this. I was like, it's a bit not as good. Like it's good, but it's not as good. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's good as in it's packaged nicely. Like the filters, like, everyone says they can roll a joint, but a lot of them can't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? At least this thing's perfectly every time you get the same. But I was like, something's off from. I just remember from the stuff that was experienced in back in the day, like in high school and university versus this. And I was like, it's still good, but just something seems like. And you know what? I answered my own question. It seems a bit. Like tapered. It's not unleashing its full potential.
It's not as fresh. You're not getting all those fresh terpenes, those flavonoids, everything else. Man. Because I don't know. A lot of those grow ops, they'll harvest their stuff and then it'll sit in storage for a month or two before it gets to market.
Right.
So the black market or the gray market,
it's day to day. It's fresh. It goes. As fresh it goes.
Yeah, man. Once it's dried, cured, it's ready to go.
Fuck. Okay. Well, can't you guys adopt? Oh, right. I just answered my own question again. But the regulations don't allow you to fucking take it like that. Okay. Well, you educate me here. Is there a way to present it to these regulators? Like, hey, we can do it better. If you soften up stance on this, and that, it's a better product. You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, I think it'll be similar to the alcohol prohibition, because cannabis is still new, right? We're 6 years in, but it's still a relatively newer industry. So I think it will get there. I hope it gets there. Mm-hmm. But only time's going to tell, right?
Time will tell. Well, okay, let me ask you this fucking question. Do you think society is better with it legalized or without it legalized? That's the hard one. Right?
I think it would be better if it was just decriminalized.
Explain. What is that definition? Decriminalized again? Just educate
so it's not. Like it's not for sale. It's not illegal to have it.
Yeah,
but it's not legal to go and buy from a store.
It's not legal to buy from a store. But it's not legal.
At least that's my understanding.
Okay. I always was confused about that one too, because I'm like, is this one of those tricky gray areas where we're just saying enough of us do it, we get it, but we don't want to get in trouble for it because enough of us do it. But it's obviously a tricky situation. So we have to like put some kind of fucking regulation on it. Like,
yeah,
I believe there needs to be some regulation because, it's just like alcohol, man. Like say back in the day, like before regulating it, for sure, this thing got out of hand, right? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that was the problem. Like you want to, with all substances, I suppose you want to get its benefits and none of its negatives, right?
That's the goal.
Yeah. Right? But at the same time, it's like, you know what? Like Blake, I don't know if you remember, but I'm a huge like martial arts MMA guy. Like, yeah. Like it was like back in the day. If you watch the early MMA fights in Pride, UFC before 2004 or 5, I would say.
Are we talking like GSP era?
No, GSP kind of was blending in that era, but okay. I'm talking about you look at Hoist Gracie, Ken Shamrock, even Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture, Guy Metzger. Guy Metzger. Sorry, I might be botching some names here. Like, I'm a MMA connoisseur, but when you watch those fights, I'm like, fuck, man, like this is what fighting is. It's raw. It's like animalistic. It's like you see yourself there because you're like, you always want to punch someone in the fucking face like the way that guy did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now the fighting has so much like, there's so much like organized tactician-y
It's technical,
moves.
Right?
It's technical, which is great. But like every now and then when I see someone getting like dummied in a mounted position, I'm like, hit him in the back of the head and pull his ear. Like back in the day,
grab his dick and twist it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a move. Like when we're talking about survival here, that's a move. Like fucking, it's like so many people now made a living on what they call fucking oh god, what's the word called again? Wrestle fucking someone. So wrestle fucking someone. I know it's just you're just using your strategy of wrestling to cut off angles and hold a guy down and like and take these weird positions, and they can't hit you in the back of the head because it's against the rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but if we're talking about a true fight to the death, like if I had a beef with you, I wouldn't be thinking I better not hit him in the back of the head. That would just be fucking like, I'm thinking about fucking like anything to damage this guy, right? And like I feel like that's the essence of fighting now. But I get it. You don't want to go into animal mode where everyone's biting each other's dicks off. You know what I mean? Like because then that's not even fighting. I don't even know what you call that. Then that calls you call that National Geographic, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. You might find that one on Pornhub. I hope not.
I don't know. My Pornhub are clean. Anyway, clean, just missionary videos. That's it. Nothing outside of that. But no, man. Like, so I feel like weed's like the same thing. It's almost like you neutered it, right? Yeah. But then at the same time, I'm kind of answering my own question again. Like, you don't want it to be too wild like that because then you get the dick biting or whatever, if you get the analogy. So I don't know what the fucking answer is, man. Maybe just loosen up some regulation. Like,
I think that's it, right?
Step by step.
Just take it down a notch. Like the thing with the edibles, how you can only have 10 milligrams in one package.
I don't fuck with edibles, man.
I don't either personally.
Yeah,
but a lot of
smoker guy.
A lot of people who like are stoners and like edibles, 10 milligrams isn't going to do anything for them.
Okay.
So that's like for the mom it's her first time trying weed, right? Like go in 10 milligrams, fine. That'll get her buzzed.
Okay.
But the people who smoke weed and are actually going in to try and buy that stuff, 10 milligrams isn't going to do anything.
Right.
Like for me personally, if I'm doing edibles and I don't really like edibles, I need at least 50 milligrams to start getting the ball rolling.
That's 5 times the limit, sir.
Right?
Okay, well, like educate me because again, I don't look up dosage and for that kind of stuff. Like a joint, like a nice joint with that lavender thing. It's like it's like what milligram what milligrams is that of THC?
That depends.
Pinky size joint. We're talking about this. The filter starts after my knuckle.
It's entirely dependent on the strain.
We're talking about AAA shit Kush or something.
Again, it depends on who grows it. Like it's there's so many inputs to it. Like,
is it more than 10? I just want to know. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm not
probably. Yeah. Like if you're smoking a joint, you're going to get higher than eating one legal edible.
Dude, but why are so many people that I know who do the no? This is so fresh, by the way. Raspberry ale.
Oh, it's a classic.
It's a classic.
I love it.
Yeah. What was it talking about? No, I'm sure. I know a lot of people that have done edibles. Like they're really fucked up on it, though. So are they just putting?
I've been there.
Yeah. Are they just putting 10 at once, kind of thing? Is that what we're talking about? Like,
if they're getting that fucked up off 10 milligrams, then they should not be smoking weed or taking edibles.
I think. Hold on. Again, you're the doctor here for this one. Is it because like? Okay, so the people I know who've been doing the edibles and they enjoy it. Not gonna lie, they're kind of fat. So I'm thinking like
that's
maybe
because they eat them, they get hungry, they eat more.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, the chicken or the egg. Huh.
Oh, that cookie was good. Maybe I'll have another one.
Well, I always thought it was because they're fat, so it's storing in the fat cells longer. So it's maybe having a slower release, and then it's kind of messing up their day or something. Because when you smoke, it just goes right to the lungs.
Yeah. Straight into your bloodstream.
You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm kind of like just smoke it, but like I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. And then I'm like, okay, I don't know what to tell you. Like you told me you're too fucked up on it. And I'm telling you, why don't you smoke it? And then you can kind of have a timeline versus like your whole evening's devoted to the edible. Yeah. So I don't know, man. But it seems like for sure weed is necessary right now because of I don't know, it helps me. It helps people because I think one thing I've noticed as I get older is like everyone's pretty fucked up. And it's like they need something. Everyone needs to take that edge off. Everyone who thinks they have their shit together, I've come to realize they're not, except for Jocko Willink. Everyone who's fucked up, like with life stresses, they all have a secret vice, whether it's their booze or the edible or their fucking like whatever, microdosing a shroom. Like I'm yet to see someone now truly who's getting a lot done, has a lot going on, that deep down there's not some kind of vice. And I count religion as a vice too. Like some people just like, I gotta go to church and pray and do it because they're praying is a form of meditation.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? You know, it's like, but Jocko seems to be the only one who's just like, I'm just going to handle my to-do list like a champ, and like I'm just sitting there like, hey, well, you're literally GI Joe, so like, so like we can't all like we're trying to be like you, but fucking you definitely are some kind of next level animal or whatever.
Touching on that microdosing mushrooms, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, did you notice this, by the way?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, I was talking to my last guest. I'm a big fan of the mushrooms because it changed my life. But I don't microdose. I've only done the hero dose.
You've never microdosed?
Nope. I only went balls deep into the hero dose, and but I don't want to get into that story. You can check it on the last podcast. Right? Yeah, because we went into depth in that, so no need to repeat it here. But go on with your shrooms.
So microdosing is one of the things I used when I was meditating a lot as well. And a lot of people get like those little capsules of microdoses. I would just buy a big bag of shrooms and be like, okay, I'll eat a little bit of this today.
Okay.
And honestly, like I would meditate after that and just have an absolute revelation and like just be so okay with who I am and the things I've done. And like, I don't know, it helped me a lot with my mental health.
Dude, what are you not okay with who you are though?
I'm good now.
Okay. No, but even before, like what I'm saying is like when I first met you, I was like, oh, by the way, people don't realize underneath like Blake's ripped, like,
oh no.
Oh, I'm sure. No, dude, I'm like, yeah, like the first time I saw you, I'm like, holy shit, it's a jacked, like lean kid rock, like in the back, just something like, do you train? You're like, actually, no, bro. I'm like, oh, you just have this lean ass 6-pack, fucking chiseled chest with this tattoo on it, and I'm just sitting there like, and then like I had to let you know right away, nothing wrong, but I'm not gay, but I'm just
nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. But I'm like, sweet physique, bro, and then you're just like, I don't train. And I'm just like, oh, fuck me then. You know what I mean? But fuck that. I totally fucking lost track of where I was going with that.
You were just picturing my physique. Yeah, it's all good. A lot of people get lost in that.
Like, oh my God, give me a Bud Light. Anyway, I'm joking. Jokes. What was I talking about, Blake? Fuck, honestly.
We were talking about microdosing,
your physique. Fuck me and fuck you, eh?
Man, I don't know. I'm lost.
Don't fucking know, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, dude, man. Anyway, fuck that. Fucking Wild Rose Raspberry. Was that the one that fucking took it over the top?
Hey, cheers.
Hey, cheers, man. Yeah, good times. This is literally repeating our fucking work life back.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just missing the tequila and like, fuck, man. Anyway, yeah. Do you still keep in touch with all the old crew from that era? Don't name names or nothing.
I keep in touch with a few people. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, there's a couple of them I still hang out with.
Okay, sweet.
Every now and then, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Have they grown up or not?
Those are still my wild nights.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh man. Okay. Okay. So hold on. I was gonna get back to. Okay. Well, I don't know. You know, like, I fucking know, man.
We can go anywhere from here, man.
We really can. Okay, sweet. Well, right now, okay. So, future goals, just doing the HVAC thing. Right now, are you? You're living back in Calgary for sure.
Yeah,
okay.
I bought a place here.
Sick, buddy. Yeah. Congrats, man.
Thanks.
Condo,
man.
House.
It's a little townhouse.
Sick, man. Yeah, perfect.
Just over a year ago. And
tight. Man, it's honestly, a lot of people don't realize is like committing to like a HVAC career or something of that nature. Like, it's like when you dial it in, like a whole other financial world opens up to you. Now you're a home owner, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, it's like, yeah, you're part of that upper creme. Yeah, and you have the option of always leveraging that thing to rent it out and do this.
Yeah, it's really scary.
Why is it scary, man?
Oh man, I got a mortgage to pay now. I gotta deal with that.
Yeah, well, I have a mortgage too. Actually, I have bills on this fucking this bar we're opening here. Yeah, actually, no, but it's a good thing, man. Because at the end of the day, like money is a game. And when as you learn not to be intimidated by it, you know how to like play it. I had a classic approach to it where I was like, okay, better save every dollar and buy this. No, now I'm actually learning how to dance with the debt, if you will. Like that's how I call it. Because that's what it is. Like debt, you can leverage the fuck out of it. And as Robert Kiyosaki said, like at the end of the day, people don't realize, like if you're in North America, money is debt. Yeah. Money stopped being debt like a long fucking time. Like stopped being real money. Sorry, a long time ago. It's debt. So learn to dance with the debt. Now I'm saying get out of control and fucking get yourself into $100,000 debt. Yeah. But you know what I mean. But like it's like there's a reason why there's lines of credit. Overdraft. Overdraft's not it's kind of debt. But it's like it's like you want to play the game safe at the start to get the house. But after that, dude, it's unlimited. Like it is a game. Just be as creative as you can.
Yeah, man. Like with getting into HVAC. There's good money in that kind of a career.
Well, everyone needs it.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone always will. Like, so Getting into that.
It's a recession-proof career, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Everyone needs heating, ventilation, fucking like and plumbing. Trades are many ways. They are recession-proof as long as you're not a general laborer.
Yeah. As long as you actually like specialize in something and like go to school, do it. It's great. Like I'm excited to move forward in my career with this now.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, I remember you have an older brother, right? Or is it?
I do, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I can edit this out if we're going too overboard. But I have LGBTQ family members. You have LGBTQ family members. Yeah. So I just remember, that was one of the things we kind of like talked about. And you know, how's your brother doing back?
Man, that guy's living his best life. He's straight chilling. He works at Disney World. He's straight chilling. After he's done his contract at Disney World, he wants to go work on private islands. Like, fuck yeah. He's living his best life. I'm super proud of him.
That's fucking good for him, man. Like, I always remember because you would always tell me like you were like I don't know if you remember, you were pretty hammered, but you were just like, fuck, I just want to be happy like my bro or whatever. And I'm just like, Blake, your bro's gay. Nothing's wrong with that, but I'm just like, I'm like, you're not gay. Like, I don't know what kind of standard you're setting for yourself. You know, and then as I talk about your physique. Oh man! Oh fuck! Yeah. Oh shit, man! I don't know, man. I'm just a fan of like bodybuilding and all that. Like, I look at it objectively.
Definitely.
Yeah, some people are into fashion. They're like, I got the next Gucci bag, or fucking had this sweet ring. I'm just like, how about the sweet fucking 6-pack? You know what I mean? Like, it just goes good with those jeans.
Looks so good.
Yeah. Oh fuck me, man. Hey man, just switching a little gears here, just to get to know you a little bit, man. Like, do you watch TV at all and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What shows you big into?
Oh man,
rattle them off. Top 10 lately, or
top,
I don't
know if I can go top 10. That's a lot.
We went through a pandemic, man. Don't tell me you weren't watching a fuckloads of TV.
I never watched Tiger King.
I never did. Neither did I. I didn't get into that.
Nice. Good for you.
Okay,
I'm proud of you.
Good. Were we missing out? Do you think? Everyone's talking about it.
So, man.
What was it about?
I got the gist of it.
Okay, yeah, a bunch of crazy fucking meth heads.
Yeah,
that's basically what I saw.
Illegal zoo, and then someone died.
Okay, meth heads trying to run a business cause a death. That's all I fucking got from that. I'm like, well, case closed. Yeah, don't do meth. That's just fucking what I got out of watching, like hearing about Tiger King. Yeah. And when they go into all the details again, I'm like, too much meth. That's all I fucking got. And like, he was able to get like straight guys to like convert sexually to being his lover. I'm like, meth. Again,
that's all it takes is a little bit of meth.
I like Breaking Bad too as a show. I'm not doing meth. Oh fuck. But anyway, rattle them off. What shows you been into?
The Mandalorian.
Fuck yeah.
That's right up there, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's something I didn't know, but you are a Star Wars guy.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't believe we didn't talk about that. I'm a big Star Wars guy.
Oh, I love it.
Fuck, man.
It. Oh, yeah. What else is up there? House of the Dragon.
Oh, fuck,
that
dude.
Was another great one. Like,
I'm about to bang you right now. Fuck, I love House of Dragons. Love House of Dragons. Fucking best TV ever.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah,
it was so good.
So good.
So good.
I can't wait. Like, I fuck myself by knowing what's going to happen because, the books are out. I don't want to.
I won't
tell you. But I'm still gonna watch it because I don't care that I know what's gonna happen. I know they'll swerve it away, so it's still surprising.
Yeah.
But goddamn, what a great show! What a just a true like. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think all of our past ancestors were like that. I think that was the mentality. I think that was it. It captures human nature. That's the way I see it. You know? Fuck, man. Fuck, I can talk about that show.
Oh man,
yeah, dude. What do you think of Damien in that? Like, hero or villain or what the fuck?
Oh, dude, that one.
Spoilers, people. You haven't seen House of Dragons, but I don't care. Spoilers. We're talking about it. Go.
It's so hard to say. Like, parts of him were good. Yeah. Parts of him were just like, what are you fucking doing, man?
Yeah, but at the same time, you needed him in wartime, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Without guys like him, how do you win a war? Because if you don't have a guy like him. There's a guy like him out there on the other side.
Exactly.
You're going to lose. So, what's the middle ground here? You'll be all pacifist or get a guy like him on your side and try to tame that tiger, right?
Exactly. You know what I mean? You have to have him. But, me coming into my peaceful, meditative life now, I'm like, no, bro, peace.
I'm like the opposite. I'm just like, more war. For
the aspect of the show, he needed to be there. It was great.
To be there. I mean, okay, but it's he's banging his own sister and shit.
I know. Okay, but that's.
Where are you going with this?
Like,
what do you mean, but that?
No. I'm going back to fucking. What's the show before? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Where everyone's banging each other, or I guess not everyone.
It's the Targaryens.
Yeah,
they
the
primarily had
Targaryens.
the incestuous fetish, if you will, you know. But I don't know, man. I mean, like, the Targaryens are all kind of hot, right? So back then, everyone's all smelly and gross. So it's just like,
and they're the only ones that get to have a bath on a weekly basis. Right?
Yeah. Like, I don't know what was going on with, like, back then. Like, how did they get their hair? Like, as if there's state of the art fucking hairdresser shit back then. But I'm just like, well, everyone's just so fucking just better looking. Like, why wouldn't you bang a Targaryen if it's your own relative? You know? Like, would you bang a Targaryen or would you bang a Stark? You know what I mean? Like a hairy winter chick or like fucking or that tan fucking Barbie doll. Like, I mean, come
That's
on, man.
fair.
Yeah. Fuck me.
I'm not saying I'm gonna bang my own sister, but I bang the Targaryens.
Yeah. We banged, a third cousin at least or something. You know, yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. They're just like way fucking hotter and way better, like way better hygiene. Like they had castles and flying dragons. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, like you want to hang out with the smoke show at Venice Beach riding the Lamborghini, or you want to bang the butch woman who's driving the fucking 91 Civic. You know, I don't fucking know, right? You know what I mean? Like, what's a good time to you? I don't know. Like, I'm just saying.
I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Same here. I'd rather debate about how I got into Lamborghini later after the Lamborghini experience. You know, fuck me.
Have you ever been in a Lamborghini?
No, man. Have you?
Yeah,
it's epic, eh?
It's crazy. One of my buddies' dads has one, and I was staying at his house for like a month or so. And
your balls were just tingling, hey?
Oh man! Like, I woke up one morning, he's like, "Hey, yeah, I have to go out and run some errands. You want to come for a rip in the Lamborghini?" And I was like,
"Okay,
absolutely."
This also sounds like in my van with candy. Anyway, go on. Fuck. But as a grown ass man,
yes, give me some candy. No, but it was nuts, man. Like, we were going down Deerfoot, and we were going like 200, and he's like, watch this. And he steps on the gas, and you still just have that
dude, I'm
go.
I'm getting kind of goose. I've been in cars going that, not a Lambo,
crazy,
but
man.
It's like, I mean, are you just like kind of like, oh my god, I don't want to die, or are you?
I was just like, there's a cop up there.
Oh,
there's a cop right there. Be careful.
He's just like, hey, Blake, as he takes his hand off your thigh, you're killing my vibe.
Just be quiet. Accept it.
Fuck, man. I'm horrible. Like, no, man. Never been in a like an epic car like that, man. No, like, I mean, I've been in some pretty sweet SUVs and stuff, and they gone pretty fast, and they were fun. Your adrenaline definitely kicks up. Like, I'm like, man, I just want to get to a grocery store, but we're doing this. Like, like now I just want to get after it. Like, you know.
Man. We got back to my buddy's house, and I went up to him, and I'm like, yeah, your dad let me drive the Lambo.
Oh, he let you drive it?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
I just told my buddy he did. And he was like, what? Like, I'd never be allowed to drive that. I was like, I did.
Oh, fuck, man. Wait a minute. Why are you in the car and not your fucking...
He's got to ride in it lots, right? Like,
fuck, man. So the dad was just straight flex and showing off.
Yeah. Like, I grew up with these guys, so like, been friends with them since I was like, I don't know, 5 years old.
Oh, fuck, man.
So like, when I needed a place to stay for a month, they were just like, yes, absolutely, come stay at ours. Like,
oh, jeez, man, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man. No, never had the pleasure. Anyway, well, like is like what other fucking things do I not know about you that are fucking super awesome like that? You know?
Sheesh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've rode in a Lambo.
Would you say you're like how do I say this politely? Upper class kid growing up, if you will?
I wouldn't say I was upper class. I'd say I was
like super upper class.
No, God, no, not at all. I didn't live in some rich, fancy neighborhood. I lived in a nice neighborhood. Like,
just
I had a good upbringing.
4 bedrooms, triple garage. That's it.
No, not even close, bro. But no, I definitely had a good upbringing. Like, anything I wanted, my parents would have done for me. They would have found a way to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no, well, that's very interesting when you say that, because, not to damper the mood too much, but like, it's like, because, like a lot of people that have,
how can I put this? They don't need to have the challenges at first. I do notice there's a direct correlation with mental health issues in that. Like, you know, because I'm starting to realize like humans need to have challenges that they overcome on their own.
Absolutely.
Like that's something I've realized. Like I'm happier than ever right now, like just pursuing this entrepreneur stuff because it's hard. I'm relying on myself and I'm relying on my skills to get along with others. And like we're solving solutions. But when everything's just done for you, like there is this hole like inside you that I didn't know about until like recent years when I just like gained enough experience. And there's something to be said about being rich is not what it's cracked up to be for the soul. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's like the soul needs challenges. So if you're rich, you still need to challenge yourself. I think. Yeah. You just see what you're made of, man. Exactly. Because that's the missing link. If you're not seeing what you're made of, then you're always questioning it, and then like you just end up fucking getting drunk all the time because you don't like that feeling, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to deal with anything, so you numb it out.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was going back to. Oh, dude, I finally got my train of thought back.
Oh,
yeah. You know, when I was talking about your physique, your awesome physique and whatnot. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, because, like, whenever, like, we sat down and we were having drinks and, like, at first it's dick jokes and whatnot, and then, like, next thing you know, it transitions to, because like, I have this weird, like, therapy style, conversation style that always brings out people's, like, that's why people kind of like to talk to me because like I care, but I was always wondering like, what are you bummed out about, Blake? What are you bummed out about? But now that you pointed out some, that you basically get to drive Lambo since you're 5 or whatever. Like,
oh no! This was recent. This was like a couple of years ago, and that was the only time.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it goes back to the theory that I was talking about. That and now I for sure fucking like think that I know what I'm talking about on that. You just weren't challenged enough. You know what I mean?
I agree. And as I've gone into my adult life, I've found myself faced with more challenges and kind of wish I was a little bit more prepared and had faced some more when I was younger. Because once I got into these as an adult, I was kind of like, I don't really know how to deal with this.
Okay, but you've overcome drugs. So that is a big fucking thing that you overcame. That is equivalent to me, my understandings of addiction and stuff. Like, it's like, that's equivalent to, I think, if you can overcome that is equivalent to like someone starting off with nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Because that thing fucking ravages you, and then you have to you have to do all the work on yourself, like the way you have been. You know? So it's
a tough thing to get out of, and like, don't get me wrong, I still have my vices, like
but it's under wraps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I don't let them control me anymore. You know, that's the biggest thing is I'm not getting controlled by these vices, and I can be like, I can say no. I can be like, no, I don't want to do that. I know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, and I don't want to be like that.
And you don't get that immature feeling of FOMO anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still sometimes. There's certain situations. Like with my lacrosse team right now.
Your what?
My lacrosse team.
Oh, your lacrosse team. Sorry.
Yeah. So
I thought you tossed another weed term all of a sudden. I'm like, what?
No. So my coach from junior started up a senior CU lacrosse team last year, and it's beer league, but it's quite competitive. But so after the games, after practices, we go out in the parking lot. We have our parking lot beers. I don't like to be one of the first people leaving. I like to be there till the end. I like to see what's going on.
Yeah, but you're keeping it basically just the beers, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Beers and cigarettes.
Yeah, fuck.
Because after a couple beers...
Speaking of cigarette, fuck, we should go for one here.
Yeah, I'm down.
And also, dude, I'm going to close it here. Because I kind of want one of those. So yeah, Blake, this was fun. Literally, it's like old times. You're welcome to come on anytime.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
And man, like fucking come check out the bar when it's open, and we can do this again for sure, man.
Dude. I just want to say,
bang,
before we go out, like I was telling you and Cass.
If you want to talk more, by the way, go on ahead. Yeah,
I just wanted to say, like I was telling you and Cass earlier, man. Like I'm super proud of you guys.
Hey,
this place looks amazing. I can't wait for you guys to open.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try and be here as often as I can.
Yeah, do it up.
Spend my time with you guys.
I can write your name on a chair there.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
Actually, carve my name into the bar.
Yeah. Well, no, that's sweet Brennan. We ain't doing that over.
Okay, it'll be a dry erase.
Yeah. Either way, man. Like I'll have your bar seat placed like the way it was when we were drinking at the bar.
Awesome. Tequila and a red waiting for me.
I actually can't fucking I do drink tequila, but ever since I had this one Mexico trip 4 years ago, and ever since then I just do whiskey now when I shoot. I switch out of the tequila. That thing just left a trauma. Like I had a hangover from hell. I thought I was going to die. But then my doctor friend educated me. That's just like a super withdrawal. Like But either way, I'm like, not good. Like, I'm switching to sticking with Conor McGregor's proper number 12, Irish whiskey.
Oh, my
Fuck
Irish
yeah.
friend would not like that.
He doesn't like proper 12?
No.
Fuck that. Dude, honestly, I talk about proper 12 so many times. Like, he probably got the first batch of proper 12. The first batch of proper 12, Conor McGregor, I absolutely did not brew that properly, okay? Because the proper 12 is supposed to have honey and vanilla in it. It's supposed to have a smooth taste like a honey jack. The first series of proper 12, I'm not going to lie, half the bottle tastes great, and the other half is missing that smooth thing. And I'm sure your buddy probably caught that bad batch of it. But it's been perfected since. I can assure you, like, your buddy will give it another fucking chance.
Okay. I'll convince him. I'll bring him here. We'll try it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're sponsored by Proximo. So, like, yeah, so Proximo carries proper 12. So we're going to have a whole fucking little proper 12 and shit. I mean, like, Jameson is still great. I'm not going to turn my back on Jameson.
I love the JMOs.
I love JMOs, yeah. JMOs also caused me a lot of problems, too. But yeah. Okay, everyone, hope you enjoyed this conversation. Blake's, I'm going to put all his poetry and writing in these show notes there, right? Okay, Blake, fucking awesome. Let's go for this dart. Okay,
let's do it.
Have a great night, everyone.